So late last year, Logitech, which is pretty much the king of accessories, announced a new premium keyboard called the Craft Keyboard. Now, the interesting selling point of this is the crown, which is kind of putting with Microsoft Surface Dial on the top left corner of the keyboard. So now we're going to talk about how well Logitech Craft Keyboard utilizes the crown and how well is it as a keyboard overall. So for starters, let's talk about build quality to compete with the premium price. So you have matte gray plastic, an aluminum bar up top, crown dial button. All this combined with the number of keys on the right, which I, for one, always appreciated. And the chiclet-like keyboards have indents on them to give your fingers comfort while typing. And did we mention it's backlit? It is, and it's nice and bright. So the crown is touch sensitive and positioned on the left, which allows you to still rock the mouse on your right hand. So the crown can be pressed like a button, tapped, or turned like a dial. In the Chrome browser, you can turn the dial to switch between tabs, press and turn to adjust screen brightness. Now these actions can be swapped out for other commands within the app that works for you, but it isn't a large amount that you can choose from. So Logitech software, which pretty much controls and puts it all together, is similar to the mouse. So if you have an MX Master S2, or something else, you'll be familiar with it. From there, that's where you can dive in and do some of the configuration and different things. So at the time of this review, the Craft Keyboard best supports apps like Photoshop CC, Illustrator CC, Premiere Pro CC, and InDesign CC for both Mac and Windows. And then for Microsoft only, Windows only, you have PowerPoint, Excel, and Word for Windows. However, you can still use it with some of the native apps like Text Edit, Finder, Preview, QuickTime, FaceTime, and more if you're on a Mac. So when more apps support the dial, the Craft Keyboard would be a more powerful accessory. Logitech recently opened up the firmware for developers, so more apps can support it. So it's definitely a dope keyboard, but if you don't use Chrome or the Adobe CC Suite or Office Suite for Windows heavily, it may not justify the $200 price point at the current time. So if you don't use any of those apps heavily like that, I would recommend Logitech's K40 Mechanical or their K78 regular keyboard, both priced at $80, where you can still get a good quality keyboard that doesn't cost so much. So if you like what you've seen, make sure you like, share, or subscribe. Thanks for watching. You could have been anywhere in the world. You're here with us, and see you in the next video. Peace.